Will, Baylee Dipepa, who is one of, if not the standout players that have come through the academy in recent years, call up for England. That's pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's we got the official call on Thursday, and it's a real special moment for Baylee, his family, the academy, and the football club. And sharing that news with Baylee alongside Matt Dawn, our 18's coach, on Thursday was a real special occasion. And once I got the call a couple of weeks ago that he'd made the long list before that gets shortened down, I actually rang his mum and spoke to her on that occasion. But Thursday I definitely said to Baylee, I want you to tell your mum, I want you to tell your family. The information's been embargoed, so they've done really well to keep it as quiet as they are, because if anybody's heard Baylee's mum at the first team game, she can project that voice. So no, it's a real proud occasion for everybody connected to the club, and it just shows how far we have come as an academy. And when I first joined, Baylee was an under-15, and it just shows to the younger players now in our academy how quickly things can progress. And I think now that gives everybody a real spotlight on just how far and how much we have achieved in such a short space of time.
Playing for England is one of those things. You'd have done it, I've done it, everybody else watching this would have done it. When you're playing in the park, you imagine yourself pulling on the three lions, and you imagine scoring a goal, or you imagine playing for England. For Baylee, he gets to do it, and he's such a nice kid as well. It's one of those where you go, he deserves it for what he's done on the pitch, but off it, it's equally as important and justified for what he's like off it as well.
He flies the flag of the academy, as do the other boys that are in our programme. And we reference James Plant still now. James Plant's a first-year professional, but he's the flagship of the academy. He was the one that's gone in and made endless amounts of appearances now. And it's just us now being able to reference that to the players that are trying to get to those next levels. Like, it can be done. It is there if you knuckle down, you work hard on and off the pitch, and you apply yourself every day. Then anything's possible if you can put your mind to it and like I say, work at your targets day in, day out. But more than anything, it just gives everybody that inspiration now, and it's such a real good moment for us to celebrate.
And it's a way to celebrate the staff as well. The hard work that they've done, having a massive input in Baylee's career. We've seen it first team football wise. He's now utilised because of his talent, not just to make up numbers, which is, it would not disrespectful to him, but it could be, younger players are sometimes thrown in to be a number. However, he's holding his own. He's being used because he is effective in the position he's in, and he's older than the 17-year-old when he steps on that pitch, isn't he?
He's done really, really well, and as have all the other academy players that have been in and around the first team. They're there because they're good enough, but again, they've got to have that opportunity. So full credit to everybody at the football club, full credit to the manager for putting them in there. And what we have got to do, though, like you said, is celebrate the hard work of the academy staff as well. When I think back to when I very first came in, the part-time coaches that are out there on a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday night when it's pouring down with rain, just like it is now, and they're there working with the players. Endless amount of hours go into that. The staff team, that work on a daily basis now, that is in the building full-time. And Baylee's pathway's been really, really accelerated. He's still been a part of the youth team. He's still in the education programme. He's still in and around it with the boys. But the training sessions that he partakes in are with the first team. But we can't ever come away from all those hours of hard work from not just the coaches, but the multidisciplinary team, the education staff that are still working with him on a daily basis. Supplying the education now to the England staff so that he can make sure that when he's got downtime there, that he's keeping up with that. It's a full team effort, and it'll continue to be that way. And we're hopeful now of maybe future call-ups as well.
No pressure on everybody else in the academy then.
We've got to. We see it as benchmarks. This is now the first full call-up that we've had since I've been here. Wesley Jonathan went to the talent ID camp earlier on this season with the under-15s. It shows now how far we've come with the players that are in the building, and it just gives us that benchmark now to just try and push on for the next group of players.